Alright, this time, of course, my friends, we are playing as the English. This time actually defending against Napoleon's forces. This should be quite interesting. I don't think I want to make any movements until I get orders from a courier, which will probably happen fairly soon here. We're going to take a look here. Now, of course, the fort is not under our control. I'd love to get it under our control. Here we go. The enemy will be reaching our position soon. Allow our infantry to take its toll, then attack. Do not give the enemy time to react and form squares. Be swift and decisive. I guess this means we're going to be receiving some cavalry, and indeed, we definitely are. I'm going to keep the rest of my men back, guys, and I'm not going to get involved until needed. Now, I do really feel like garrisoning this fort, and that's why we have these men right here. As many of you have noticed, this is the exact same battle that we just faced as the French. We just played as the French in this battle, of course, trying to beat the English, and we failed. Let's see if, as the English, we can beat the French. Of course, we've got a lot of Dutch divisions over here, for instance, the Bataillon National Militie, and a lot of other ones as well, and I just want to make sure we're making the right decisions. We're keeping most of our Scotsmen, our Highlanders, behind the lines here, and the French can't see them, so they think they're just facing a bunch of Dutchmen. Just wait until they get the realization that they're facing extremely, extremely deadly Scotsmen in reality. Anyway, guys, I will get back to you when the battle begins, at least a little closer than this. Alright, my friends, there's no doubt the French wave is approaching, and it does look quite terrifying, if I can say so myself. I'm going to actually move one of these Highland divisions up. Actually, wait a minute. Understood. We do not have control over these Highland divisions currently. We do have control over these two Highland divisions, and I'm going to move one of them up. Maybe not. Wow. Control may have been taken at least until it's our turn to attack. That makes sense. Fair enough. So right now we only are controlling the frontline troops, and soon we will get into control of our British counterparts. Here we go, my friends. The battle shall begin, of course. We've got a lot of men pulling back, essentially skirmishers, just testing and probing the lines. I'd really like to get some control over some British troops here. Come on, boys. Step to it. And unfortunately, the Gloucestershire Regiment, the Slashers, is not under my control. Whoa! Whoa, what just happened? Sorry about that. Alright, let's take a look over here. So far, our cannons are doing a lot of work, actually, just by themselves. I'm just trying to test out which units I do have under my control. Now, I know there is one unit I have under my control, and that is this unit of light cavalry, my friends. And believe me, we are going to be using it. I'm actually going to move them over here, and I'm going to try to charge these French lines and cause some serious chaos. No, 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 you don't go that way. Oh, you bastards. Alright, right now our men are actually in combat. We can't even actually seem to control them at this point. Alright, this is exactly what we wanted to happen. We want the enemy to get really close to our lines, and only then are we actually going to send the light cavalry in. Remember, our job is to send in the light cavalry. That's essentially our goal. I also want to see if we have any other troops over here which we may control. Sadly, no. We've been given very little actual duties in this battle besides routing the enemy. So let's go ahead and get closer. And I'm actually going to have them move forward faster. See if we can break this enemy right before they pull back and form lines. And there is the charge of the Light Brigade. Jean-Baptiste, this is actually the 3rd Brigade from the Army of the Low Countries, but they should be able to inflict some pretty serious casualties. go, guys. We're gonna wait till we get extremely close. Chargez! Chargez! Here we go, guys. The enemy's starting to form squares here. They know what's coming. First, we've also got this wonderful unit right here of the actual foot riflemen, and they're giving us really, really great help, assistance, if you would. The rest of these guys will move up calmly. I don't want to send all of our guys into combat. And remember, eventually we are going to gain control of these units, and there we go. Our men are moving in. They have pulled back. Come on, men. Not yet. The attack hasn't even started. Get over here behind our men. Alright, there we go. They definitely got their squares. I'm going to try to get behind them. And there we go. The French are very close. I hope that these Gloucestershire men are ready to fight. And they do look pretty prepared to tackle the French. We're going to send everybody over here at the fastest speed possible. And so far right now, keeping these guys in box formation is making them much easier targets for our infantry, obviously. Our artillery is doing also a great number of damage. Give us control, damn you! Let's get them over here now. Come on, men. They're not very willing to approach much closer, unfortunately. And we don't have any command over these other units. I wonder if we have command over these, the Netherlands of the Low Countries. Nope. Right now, we have been relegated to cavalry command. There we go. Now that square is looking really bad. Come on, boys. There we go, our men are actually charging in. That's a start. Why do we have to do that? And they're running right back away. It seemed like they tried to charge and then immediately... No, there they go. They're in, guys. They are in. They're very close to the French at this point. We're going to have to call for another charge. And at this point, it looks like this is a Légion Belge. They might be a mainly musket force. As you can see, the enemy is getting into a square formation. Not surprising here. We've also got some British troops moving up. Beautiful. I hope the Highlanders will soon join us. Alright, that's it. We're going for the charge anyway. Chargez! Alright, in this case, I don't know what Prussian or German is for attack. There we go. Some of our cannon actually loosened them up a bit. We've got to keep attacking because they're firing shells at us too, guys. See if we can break this square. Alright, I'm going to try charging in a different direction, if anything. Here we go. This is actually our Belgian corps. Alright, beautiful. There we go. Our men are charging. Wow. They're very confused. Because they're stuck in quite a nasty quandary, but we have to have them attack somewhere. Come on, men. Don't let us down. Alright, oh, come on. Do not stop. Finally, we get in there, and oh my goodness, utter slaughter with the square for our cavalry. We should have known better. We're going to move this general back behind the lines. So far, no control. I'm going to see what's going on here with the Hanoverians to see if we receive any control on this side. No, so I guess we are commanding solely the actual Prussians, or I should say Dutch, not Prussians, sorry, the Dutch cavalry brigades. I want to see if these cavalry brigades are under our command too. Yes, they are. Oh boy, guys. We're going to have a whole nother world of hurt for the enemy in this coming round. I'm going to grab all of our guys here, and I'm going to move them to the front. Right about here. Looks like our Highlanders are also putting up an amazing, amazing fight. And we're actually going to have our men run this way. So we're going to have to pick these guys individually. They each have individual commanders. There we go. Send in the cavalry. And there we go. Actually, the French are already on the run, guys, even without the help of our cavalry. And maybe because of our cavalry forcing these guys into constant squares, we've actually pushed the French back. That's pretty awesome. Sadly, still no control over these British grenadiers. I really hope that we eventually get to use them. Move some more men in. Alright. The enemy's definitely taking some heavy hits. They've certainly taken the fort, and this is cause for concern. And they are definitely in formation there. They know very well what's coming. I'm going to give our guys some time to rest. Alright, once our guys get into position, I think this is when we can try to push the issue with the French and really move these guys up right onto the front lines and hopefully cause a serious issue here. We're going to go ahead and grab all our guys, every single one of them. We're going to fast move. Sorry. Fast move with everybody. Here we go, my friends. We will see how this works. This is going to be a true charge. And actually, we'll get it right up here just to make sure. Being led by General Sir William Ponsonby. And I do want to get there as quickly as possible, so let's make sure that these guys are running. Come on, guys. Those horses can gallop, I hope so, anyway. Battle is still raging, but that French center is really, really strong. And if we could maybe make some dents in it, we could probably do a lot to help the cause. Forward. Here we go, my friends. The charge is going to commence very soon. I want to make sure these guys get to their positions before it begins. And then we're going to start. And already we can actually see some of the enemy. A lot of them are in square formation still. Here we go. Oh, come on. Gotta at least get a few of these guys to move in. Alright, come on, boys. I want to make sure to get an overwhelming force of cavalry before I do a charge. Go in. And actually, it looks like our Highlanders are moving up. That's pretty awesome. Let's see if now these cavalry charges will actually work, guys. If not, we've got to figure out what's going on. Alright, here we go. Charge. 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 Everybody charge. And there we go. At least some of our men are not cowards and have not decided to pull back. They're going to go in. So are these guys. There we go. Our men are charging. Not quite. Not quite. What about over here? We're hitting this square from 3 different positions. Alright, I think we've actually done a decent job. Believe it or not, just by essentially keeping the enemy at bay and forcing them into these squares, we've made it a lot easier for our men to actually shoot the enemy. And as you can see, you can even see all the enemy dead are actually in square formations. Now, whether or not I'm ever going to get actual control over this army, and not just the cavalry, I'm not really sure. But I'm happy with how things are going either way. Come on, boys. So far, we still hold the point, guys. I'll attempt another charge. And of course, because of the damn square formations, not really much we could do. But for now, all we can essentially do is hold back and hope that our men can waste the rest of the French. So far, we're doing a great job, despite the fact that our cavalry really hasn't been of much use. Anyway, guys, I hope you're still enjoying the series. Glory to the king, and let's see if we can't take this one home for king and country. It looks like right now our skirmishers alone are managing to do tremendous damage to the French foe.